I've never been so mad before while doing these videos. The nerve of this Vayne to show up this late to a team fight and then save Karma is absolutely infuriating. This player has done nothing to contribute to the team and should probably stop playing.
Welcome home.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at Yami playing Riven in the jungle at Diamond Elo. We did a recent video on Riven Jungle, so I'm excited to see how this player's playstyle is different from the previous one. As always, the statistics this time, thank you to lolalytics.com. Bear in mind that this is a small sample size of only 74 games. With that out of the way, let's jump into today's game. So we drop a ward on blue and then go back for a sweeper. This is a great strategy for early aggressive playstyles. Use this strategy if you're going to play an early ganking champion. Leashes are great, but we don't want to keep our laners here past 25 seconds because they will miss experience in lane if they stay longer. Also, make sure you kite the mob in the direction you want to go so you save a few seconds of time. That time adds up. So we didn't get the kill, but we got the flash, so this is a successful gank. I think we could have contested the Scuttle Crab, but since we chose not to, we went bot lane without pinging that we were going in for a gank, so our team backs off. We probably could have gotten a kill here had our teammates assisted us, however, we blow both flashes in bot lane, so this is still a success.
Now it's time to build on our success.
Blowing both flashes on bot lane now provides us with an opportunity should we choose to clear our way back down to bot lane and repeat a gank with our team. This is what I think we should have done down at bot side Scuttle, and now this changes the dynamic of the game. So we finally get some help, which is a much needed thing. A lot of times players in this situation begin to tilt. If you find yourself tilting, then take a breath, focus on what you need to execute in the game. Don't try to force plays, just play your game. So we have two options when it comes to objectives currently, Dragon or Herald. We know that Vayne is a late game champion, so if Sett and Graves collapse on us, we lose that fight, so our safest bet would be to secure Dragon. I like the fact that you took a second to reset. You don't always have to start an objective the second it spawns. Sometimes it's beneficial to let the enemies start and then collapse on them. We know that the enemy team is on Dragon thanks to Sweeper, but we don't have the teammates to contest. We probably should give up this Dragon. Unfortunately, we get thrown back out of the pit by Sett, and that allows the enemy team to get Dragon and escape, and then we take too much damage to stay on the map for an extended period of time. I don't want you to take this red before going to base, because that is time that this buff is wasted in the fountain. Nicely done. It's the little victories that help keep our head in the game. I find it odd that you stop to clear wolves here as the enemy team pushes so aggressively into our turret. I think had we gone straight there, maybe we deter them for a bit longer, or we could have at least started a team fight on our side of the map with Vayne. We make it out with a sliver of health, so what do we do at this point? In my opinion, we reset and start to play a bit in the enemy's jungle. My thought process for this is we have high mobility to escape and we have high kill potential on Graves. Right now he is their weak point and we need to capitalize on that. Scuttle Crab is up, but I feel like we're trying to force plays to happen. I think the better call is to go to Scuttle, reset, and focus back on objectives. MF is super fast and is hard to catch. It's great to finally see you in the enemy jungle. I know that you know how to pilot this champion in case you get collapsed on. In theory, if you do get collapsed on, the enemy team rotates to you and they lose pressure on other sides of the map. This is why it's important to place pressure in unexpected locations. At this point, we're pretty low, but we just won the skirmish pretty hard, so my first thoughts are to rotate to pick up this Dragon and then reset to move to Herald. The reason being our team is already in the mindset of grouping for objectives. Let's pause for a second. Lulu goes back to base, which isn't ideal in this situation because we didn't ping for Dragon. Sett is dead for 14 seconds and Karma is dead for 7 and Dragon spawns in 2. With the time it takes to walk from base to Dragon, I'd estimate that we have a 13 to 20 second period of time where this is a 5v3. I don't see the enemy team engaging on the 5 players around this objective. Maybe you get an MF ult, but I think the risk is worth the reward in this situation. It took Karma 23 seconds to show up to the fight. Yes, it would have been a 50-50, but I have confidence in your smiting and the numbers advantage. This is a lesson as to why kills are extremely deceptive. We are 7 kills ahead, but there's only a 300 gold difference. If we were looking at this based on the score alone, you'd think that the blue team is winning, but in truth, they are slowly hemorrhaging. At this point, I don't think your jungle belongs to you. I think we need to be in a side lane trying to stop these waves from coming in from the lack of turrets taking. Top lane was a good choice, but now we're on the bot side. We need to shove the turret if we can get away with it. This is what I meant when I said your jungle no longer belongs to you, because the enemy team will always invade you. Good, we're catching waves in the side lane. You have to be the one to carry this game. We aren't losing mechanically, we're losing the macro game, so hopefully you can get farmed up enough that your mechanics will outweigh your macro play. This is why you're losing the macro play. Vayne was bot side during the Dragon skirmish pushing waves. Now she completely abandons top lane to roam mid for some reason. Vayne is supposed to be a win condition, and if that win condition isn't getting farmed, then we lose. Another macro misplay. We also abandoned top lane while minions crashed into the tower to roam mid for no reason. Push the lane, take the tower, get some team gold, and relieve some pressure. Dragon is coming up and we aren't even in a position to contest. It's your job as the jungler to control the neutral objectives. This means ping, ping, ping the objective before it spawns, and if your team doesn't listen to your pings, then at least you did your job. Screw them. Where the fuck is this Vayne going? You titled this Hyper Carry Throws game. You aren't throwing the game unless you're in reference to Vayne not doing anything useful. It's amazing how many people are in Diamond and how many good players struggle to get there. I've never been so mad before while doing these videos. The nerve of this Vayne to show up this late to a team fight and then save Karma is absolutely infuriating. This player has done nothing to contribute to the team and should probably stop playing. Now that we've got the objective, we need to start focus on cleaning up the side lanes. That means top and bottom. Shove waves, shove waves, shove waves. I know you're the jungler, so you're in the jungle, but I don't trust this Vayne to stay in side lanes and push the waves out. I'd rather see you there hard shoving. It's not about golden experience or kills, it's about relieving the pressure that is currently on our team.
Yes!
We get a pick onto Karma and 4 of us are here. We have a few potential options. We can either bait Baron.
Don't take the bait.
Or we can push top lane. I choose take top lane tower. One thing we could have done here instead of taking Krugs is proxy the minion wave, allowing your waves to crash into their tower, essentially forcing the enemy team to rotate to you while our team can take the mid lane tower. At this point, being on this side of the map after killing 2, we should be looking at taking top lane turret and releasing the pressure valve. It's great that we're clearing and getting vision around Baron, however, we have the Elder Drake about to spawn. We need that vision more around that objective. Throw a ward on Baron and hightail it down to Elder Drake. This is a great call to move down to Dragon. This was a great attempt to get onto Misfortune, however, this Sett has just had our number all game long. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. I think you're a great player and you know how to pilot this champion very well. We really need to work on our side lane management as well as prepping for an objective 30 seconds before it spawns. If you're still here and want to participate in an upcoming tournament, check out the Discord server in the description.